Hola, bonjour, and hello, and welcome to our encouragement series. This is encouragement series number 135. Welcome on today. Hola, bonjour, and hello. Welcome to our encouragement series on today. Thank you for joining our Precious Seasons 3 International and God's House Global Worship Center Incorporated community on today. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you, Facebook. Thank you for and other social media platforms for making this a community. I'm going to open with a prayer. Father, we thank you for yet another day. Thank you for an awesome day, a peaceful day. Thank you for a day that you showed up on today. Thank you that some things were a little rough, but we know that if we just step back and let you work, everything's going to work out all okay, because all things work together for those that love the Lord. In the matchless name of Yeshua, Jesus the Christ, we're going to be doing Q&A on today. Once again, welcome to our question and answer, our encouragement series number 135. Our scripture base for today, and it's targeted for masculine and feminine. It's towards men and women. Isaiah 41 verse 10, and that's from the NIV. So do not fear, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. And we give God the praise for the reading of his word. Now, what time is it? It's teacup and lemon and lime time, because you all know I'm your lemon and lime girl, and we do tumblers on here. And our guest is going to show his as well on today. So my tumbler today is from Morgan Stanley. It's from Morgan Stanley. Someone gave it to me at a gift at one of the jobs, and this was really nice. They represent his company. He works for Morgan Stanley. So I have a tumbler on today. Tea, lemon, and lime. Like and subscribe, and comment. And we're going to ask Emmanuel to share his cup with us today.
This is my mug. This is my Mickey Mouse mug. My sister got it for me a few years ago, and ever since it's been my favorite. And I keep it, where whenever I'm at work, pretty much it goes with me to work. It stays at work actually. It has a nice little warming pad that heats up all your coffee, keeps it nice and warm.
I like that. I think that's too cute. That is so cool. Yeah, and it's nice because your sister gave it to you. So like and subscribe. Thank you for enjoying our teacup time and our mug time. Thank you so much, and thank you for being a part of our Precious Seasons 3 on today. It gives me a great pleasure. We're gonna do question and answers on today. We have political figures on here as well, and this is so you can better be informed with what's going on. And I think these platforms are really great because these people become vulnerable before you and they speak their truth. We as the people need to get more involved. So I'm grateful that I can share this platform with ministers, with political figures that are serious about rolling up their sleeves and getting the work done, with awesome anointed men and women of God from around the world, from the four corners of the world. So we are grateful on today for that. And also people that are entrepreneurs and have their own businesses, they come on and promote as well. So we're grateful for this encouragement series. It gives me a great pleasure to introduce to you today. He's running for City Council District 16 in the Bronx. His name is Emmanuel Findlay, and we will have question and answers on today. We're doing Q&A. How are you? Thank you for being a part on today. I really appreciate you coming.
Hi, I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Thank you for having me.
Yes, I'm going to give me a second because the questions are in my phone. And okay, the first question is, what prompted you to run for office? What prompted you to run for office? Thank you.
Well, originally I wasn't going to run for office. I was just really happy with being in the background, just working in the background. Always what I enjoy doing. But in doing it for a while, I was pushed to run for office. I was pushed to run for assembly. I had turned it down a few times. Finally ran, and then I ran again for I'm running again for council district this time around. So the reason why I actually was pushed to run was because people thought that hey, you have good ideas, you know what you want to do, you know how to you come up with ideas on the fly to think of solutions. So that's why people wanted me to run, but I didn't want to run. I felt like I wasn't ready for it. It's not something uh, um, I will be capable of doing. And as the years went on, I began to see that yeah, this is something I can do and something I'm able to do. So after getting my feet wet, so to speak, um, I decided yeah, I'm ready for it now. So that's why I jumped in.
That is wonderful. Thank you so much. And welcome everyone to our Q&A on today. I see more people coming on. Thank you. What our second question is, what struggles have you overcome in life and what did it teach you? Thank you so much.
Well, growing up, again, I was born in Sierra Leone, West Africa. I was born in a a country that after a while got embroiled in civil unrest. There was a lot of civil war going on, and having lived through that and coming here to America and seeing the change and the opportunity that America affords, um, that transition from a war torn country where you couldn't speak your mind. Um, you had to watch what you say because if you didn't, the outcomes were very devastating. So that transition was very difficult. Um, Losing my mother was also very difficult because at the time I was in the army. So that was a very difficult situation for me to have to overcome that, and being able to push through that. Um, that's actually helped me build character. You're muted.
Yeah, thank you so much. Sorry about that. I'm trying to, you don't have an assistant, so we're streaming on 4 platforms. So I'm trying to, in between you answering the questions, put us everywhere. Okay, that was awesome.
I'm
Our
trying to
third
pull up
question.
everything myself. Make
Yeah,
sure
I'm
that
the
I'm
assistant.
trying to make sure I can see you over here.
I have two assistants that help me in ministry, but sometimes you got to do things. You got to roll. You got to get it done, right? So it's
Yes,
okay.
ma'am.
Your back. This is our third question. Tell us a little bit about your background. Well, you kind of just did, but what are you bringing to the table?
Well, one thing I'm bringing to the table is the energy and the drive to actually do the work, the underground work. Understanding that it's not just oh you're elected, you win, and that's it. No, it's the day-to-day grind of the job. Understanding that in reality you're on call 24/7 because if something happens, you have to be ready to get up and go address the situation. That's one of the things I'm bringing the readiness to go to forge ahead, to understand that I have to be able to work with the other side even though I might not like them, but we all have to come together and understand that we're moving in a direction for the betterment of our society. One of the other things I bring to the table is being able to reach across different political beliefs and be able to talk to people and see where people come from.
That's very good. Excellent, excellent answer. Channel 4. Question number 4. How can people get involved and or volunteer
Well,
concerning?
to get involved or to volunteer, right now you can reach me via my Instagram. You can just go to Findlay at Instagram. You'll be able to find me there. You can DM me, send me any messages. I put my posts up there. You can reach out that way and move from there. You're muted again.
I'm sorry, I thought I unmuted it. Question number 5. What are your 4 or 5 top priorities? I gave you the examples. Housing, MTA. What 4 or 5 or 6 priorities are important to you that you would like to share with the community that you're passionate about and you want to, you know, deal with?
Well, for me, number one would be security. We definitely want the people that live in the community to feel safe. So we definitely want to work with the security, with the police officers. The thing that I've noticed that people are apprehensive, why people are apprehensive about the police in the neighborhood, is that they're afraid, they fear that there's no real consequences should they misbehave. And my thing is to bring that balance between the community and the police officers to know that yes, we back the police officers, but we will hold them accountable should they step out of line. So that's number one. Safety and security, number one. That's the number one thing for me. Secondly, we want to make sure that our public nets, our public safety nets, are not misused, because there are people who are not American citizens, or they're not even permanent residents in America that are on our benefit systems. And we have to go through and clean those out, because New York allows people to apply for these systems. If you've been here 30 days, you can apply for them. And people are taking advantage of that and abusing the system. We have to go through and clean those and make sure that the money is spent correctly and is diverted to the exact uh, um, um, programs that we needed to address. Right now, it's not doing that. Right? We also want to make sure that New York is no longer a city of yes. It's no longer a city of everybody come in and do whatever you want. We're going to transform to a city of no. No, we're not going to let anybody in and come and do whatever they want. No, we're not just going to give money away to everybody that comes in and whatever they feel like. No, we're not doing that. No, we're not letting criminals back out into the streets again just because you feel sorry for them. What about their victims? Another thing I'm really passionate about is education, making sure that our youth get the education that they need. Not everybody wants to go to college. College is not for everybody. So do we have alternative programs set up for them, such as your blue collar? Sorry, I'm a little foggy today. Your blue collar jobs, plumbing, electrical, all these jobs are jobs that pay well. Even oil rigs, these are jobs that pay well, but none of our youth or none of people in this area know about that. So we want to get people trained into that and get them into it so they have an alternative to college, because college is not necessarily built for everybody. Not everybody's built for college. So that's another thing I really want to focus on. Once you move from there, you want to go into our veterans. Now, our veterans are it's disgraceful the way we treat them. Every year, every new politician comes in and says, hey, we want to take care of our veterans. They get in and then they forget about the veterans. You want to take care of veterans. The reason why our veterans should be in the streets when they fought for our country. They held up their end of the bargain. It's time for our country to hold up its end of the bargain. And that's another thing. I really want to focus on that. Following that, we want to focus on the infrastructure of New York, because we are forever expanding. We want more people to come into New York, like our current government is doing, bringing more people to New York, but not think about an infrastructure that carries the city, because you have subways that are being filled with, that are being flooded up when it rains, whilst you have passengers still inside the train, and you have the entire system, the underground system is just flooded. That is not safe for the New Yorkers, and it's not right that New Yorkers pay such a high, exorbitant amount for the transit system, and yet still can't even have a safe trip in the transit. Whether if it's not the infrastructure is crumbling on you, then you have people attacking you in the subway, or you have homeless people in the subway, or rats in the subway, needles in the subway. We want to address that. That is another thing. We definitely want to make sure that the infrastructure of New York is upheld, and it's not just upheld and rebuilt, but it's built in a way that it's forward looking. It's looking into the future, a way that moving forward we can adapt to new technologies, bring the new technologies into our infrastructure. We want again to be the city on a hill. We want New York to be the city on a hill. We want New York to be the lead and not behind on everything else. And so far, that's what we seem to be. We seem to be lacking behind on everything but the things that are really important, which is taking care of New Yorkers. You're muted.
I'm so sorry. I can hear your passion about what you're speaking about, and it ruffles my feathers as you speak, because I'm in agreement with a lot of that. I real quick, I have a concern sometimes when it's raining and you see all that water come, and I'm like, doesn't that weaken the foundation? And I'm like praying, like, God forbid if this thing was to crumble, and not just me, but people traveling where you're supposed to be safe. And are they on top of that stuff? Because I even mentioned the necessary importance of audits. But so we definitely need to talk. All right, thank you for that. Number question number 6. What would you like to accomplish? And what changes would you like to make within the community?
Okay, well, now that you've answered that, so one of the things I would like to change is for a period I would like to have curfew for under 18s. Our youth under 18s, let's have a curfew for them because they're running around late at night and God knows what they're getting into, either getting shot in the park or getting into mischief. Curfew under 18s. Another thing I want to do is I want to either champion the bill or propose a bill or cooperate with anybody that will propose a bill stating that lawmakers will have their wages tied to the GDP of their local area. So if you're in the 16th council district or assembly district, and that area is doing poorly, your pay should reflect that. You should have if the people are feeling the pinches of the shoe economically, you should feel it too, because then that would put you in the mindset of, hey, the people are feeling it because I feel it in my wallet too. Maybe there should be maybe a 10% either penalty or bonus based on your performance. We should have your performance be tied somehow to what you're being paid.
Okay, thank you so much. Question number seven. What steps would you take to ensure ethical governance?
Again, one of the things I say with ethical governments, one of the things is, again, if you have your pay tied to your productivity, that will move people to be more will incentivize them to do more for their constituents. Another thing, we want to hold them accountable. We want to make sure that politicians and judges are also held accountable, because you cannot have all this power and no accountability. So those are the two things I want to see change. I want to see accountability. That's the one I definitely want to see, accountability, and I also want to see your performance tied to your pay if you're in public office.
Thank you so much. Our last question is promote yourself, please, and give people, you want to give them your phone number, your email, your social media links. Let them know how they can contact you, please.
Well, one thing you can do, again, I'll direct everybody to my Instagram page. That's where I'll put up anything I have to say. If you want to reach out to me, reach out to me on Instagram. That's e.findlay at Instagram. You'll be able to reach me there. Any questions you have. Again, this right here is something I'm going to be having on for a while now. This is in commemoration of Charlie Kirk and what happened to him, and that his voice was silenced because he wanted to sit down and have a conversation with people. So that's what this is. If anybody was wondering, maybe you're not, but this is what this is going to be. If you're going to see me, you're going to see me around with it a lot. It says, I am Charlie Kirk, and it says, we will not be silenced. So I'm going to be doing this. This is my silent protest as I go about doing the work on the ground. This will be something you will see me seeing with.
That is very awesome. Thank you so much. I want to thank you for coming on and sharing with everyone today. And to our listeners, just thank you. You are awesome. And I hope you win. I pray that you win. And it's nice to meet you. And it's nice to meet people like, like myself. We live this thing. We know this thing. Who better to run? Because we know what it is and we know what it takes and we know what's taking place, because we're not up in bougie land. We're here in the midst of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
So they got to learn to take the money and allocate it and distribute it properly throughout the zip codes.
yes.
But
And we definitely have to stop this this need that they feel to give out New Yorkers hard-earned money just to give it away to everybody. Because I was baffled when I found out that you have people that are not American citizens and are not permanent residents. No, they're not green card holders. None of that. They're just visitors. Some of them are visitors. You come in here. If you're here for 30 days, you can apply for Medicaid and Medicare. We're sitting here complaining and crying that Medicare is going bankrupt, when you realize that this is what's happening in New York City.
that's crazy.
It was I was absolutely just blown away. 30 days so you can come to America, and especially in New York City, and just get a 30 days, 60 days visa, come here 30 days. Now you're collecting Social Security from the American people. You're not even an American. You don't even live here. You come here, you collect it, and you go away. At one point, there used to be a stipulation that you had to come back. I think it was every 29 days or something like that. There was a stipulation you had to come back to
Right.
continue to receive the benefits or whatever it was. But now that was taken away.
Good.
We need to put these safeguards back in. And not only that, if you're not an American citizen or a permanent legal resident in America, there's no reason why you should be on our social net. There's emergency care. If you get hurt, you go to the emergency room, that gets taken care of. That's different. There's no reason why we should be paying your rent. There's no reason why we should be paying for any of your things, anything at all.
That's true. We got to take care of home. And in my defense and your defense, you can't go and do that in another country.
You cannot.
So I don't understand it. Yeah.
And again, I'm looking at this like, so there's not enough money for the schools, but there's enough money to give away to people for free for no reason.
This makes no sense.
You don't have enough money to fund the police and give them better training, but you have money to just give away for free. You have homeless sitting on the sidewalks. You have no money for that, but you have money to give away for free. The streets over here are just dirty. We do a cleanup every other weekend. You do a cleanup on the streets. I do it. Brother Tyreek does it. What's going on? You have money for everybody else. You want to be accommodating to everybody else. You want to be, we love everybody, come on in. But then your own people that are funding this. This is coming from the American people, the New Yorkers of America, right here in New York. We are funding this. But then when we need to draw from the system to help New Yorkers, you would rather kick New Yorkers out of their apartments. Last year, I was with one of the constituents, and we were fighting to get them to stay in their apartment. End up getting kicked out by NYCHA. It's like, you're here, you have all this time to go after the American citizens that need the help, but you are willing to give away the money to people that are visiting, only here for 30 days, and now you're on the welfare system. This is unacceptable. And when Americans speak on it, you want to kill them. When Americans say we want our families back together, we don't want our families broken apart and separated. Oh, let's sit down and have a conversation, because that's what Charlie was doing. He said, let's sit down and have a conversation. Understand my point of view. Understand where I'm from. If I am wrong, give me solid evidence to back it up, because you're asking me to change my entire worldview based on what you're saying. Give me something substantial to back it up. And until you do that, you cannot change my mind.
Right.
And these people were so weak-minded and feeble and couldn't come up with an idea to rival his idea, they ended up killing him in an attempt to silence him. But that's a problem, though, because when that gunshot alerted everybody to what was going on.
And it's sad, like you can't, it's my whole thing, they talked about little different things about him. That I don't care about that. My thing is you're trying to silence the people. It's a scare tactic. That was used as a scare tactic, and my condolences for him and his family and their loss. But it was a scare tactic for everybody else to shut up and not have a voice. And that really, it did something to me, because I should be able to express myself. I should be able to say what I agree with or what I disagree with. But understand that was done to silence a lot of us. That wasn't about just killing him. That wasn't just. I've had people threaten me, even running, and I spoke about it. It's
And it's crazy, because what they don't understand is you haven't silenced him. What you did was you got everybody else involved now. The people that were just quiet, that didn't want to get involved, that just want to go by, keep their head down. Now you've woken them up too. And this is what I want to say to you, New York. This is our chance to actually make a change in New York. They have shown you who they are. You saw the celebration. You saw them out there just happy. You saw what they teach their kids. New York, this is your chance to make a change. This is your chance for a difference, to choose something different and not just sit there and being ushered along as lambs to the slaughter. Right now is the time we have to go out there, get in the community, work with each other. This is the time we have to go out there and get involved in your local government. This time you go out there and vote. November is coming up. Go out there and vote. Vote for candidates who actually have a moral background, who actually will stand up for what they believe regardless. Candidates who do not believe in killing people because they have a different thought process than they do, a different outlook than they do. This is time for America to be America again, for New York to be New York again, to be once again that city on a shining hill, that shining city on the hill. That's what New York was, that's what New York is, and that's what New York is going to be. We have to get out there and do the work again. Keep the work going. It's not just the talk, it's the everyday. When you wake up in the morning and you don't want to get up, that's when you got to get up and do it. When it's raining outside, when it's snowing outside, when things are going wrong, when things are going right, when you're happy, when you're sad, the work has to be done. We got to be out there every day. It's not going to be glamorous every day. Some days it's going to suck. You're not going to want to do it. But we have a goal in mind, and our goal is for the betterment of New York. Our goal is for the betterment of America, whether you agree with everything America does or whether you don't. When you're an American, you're an American. You criticize the bad and you uphold the good. So this is my call to you, New York. Get out there and vote. Let's show them that we have other choices out there. Get out there and vote.
I totally agree with you. Yeah, and I hear your passion and I love it. And you're going to get a lot accomplished, and that's great to know. What's going on with us? We're preparing. Oh my goodness, Friday is Friday, September the 19th. We're having our prayer circle, our prayer circle event. Oh my goodness, I forgot the address, but it's 128th Street. The flyer is everywhere on all the social media sites. I'll even text it and send it to some people I know. We'll be out there for about 2 hours. Our focal point, this prayer circle, prayer meeting is people, security, and we want to feel safe in the community. So I'm a minister, so those are principalities. We want to come up and pray against those things within the community and pray against those things. So there's some people that are coming out that are part of the political arena. There's also people coming out that's a part of Precious Seasons 3 International. Brother Emmanuel, if you want to come, you're welcome. And anybody else that's listening to the sound of my voice, you are welcome to come. We're going to speak for about 15, 20 minutes, and the rest will be, and whoever wants to, we'll take turns and we'll pray. And we're just going to bombard heaven, bombard the realm of the spirit. You have to fight back. Prayer works. Amen. We're also preparing for our Saturday, October the 4th, our 9th annual Pope Park event. We were able to rent our first U-Haul truck. Thank you to those that helped. We were able to get some things that we needed. We came back with, oh my God, like 35 bags of clothes and other miscellaneous things that we're going to be giving out as well on that day. To everybody else that gave clothes, I want to thank you so much. The people that are volunteering with us this year, I thank you so much. I appreciate you. We go out, we have a good time, and we go fishing because we set up a mic and we ask people to come in and accept the Lord Jesus Christ. Amen. That's what this is about for me. Thank you for being a part. Is there anything else you would like to say, Mr. Emmanuel, before we close?
Nope. Thank you for having me. Just reach out to me and I'll be more than happy to help out where I can.
I appreciate you. Thank you. What an honor. We're going to close with our benediction, and our benediction reads on today from 2 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 14.